Let's get comfortable in our space, making any movements that you'd like to make as you settle into whatever shape you've chosen. You might move through your neck or your shoulders, stretching in your body in any way that helps just quiet the body, quiet the mind. And really feeling into the posture that you've chosen, feeling your body connected to the ground. And then taking a moment to notice how we're arriving, the mood of our mind, our body, feeling energized, feeling sleepy. And bringing some awareness to the breath. Noticing where in your body that you're feeling the breath right now. Is it in the chest? Does it feel a little bit more shallow? Deeper into the torso? You're feeling the movement. And so today I invite us into the alternate nostril breathing practice, which is so nice to bring balance to our nervous system, balance to our body. Actually helps lower the blood pressure and increase capacity in the lungs. So we're always welcome to do it with or without our hand. So first, let's just take a couple of deep breaths on our own, just to open things up, breathing deeply in through the nose. And maybe sighing it out, really emptying out the lungs, taking another full breath in. And releasing the breath. And then if you're using your hand, left or right, depending on if you're righty or lefty, I like to use my thumb starting at the right nostril. So closing the right nostril, breathing in through the left, then closing the left at the top, opening the right, and exhale. Breathing in through the right, closing the right, releasing the left, and exhale. Again, inhale through the left. And then exhale through the right. So as we're doing this, find a pace that works for you. Maybe it's breathing in for 4 and out for 4. Maybe it's 3. And of course, you're always welcome to do this without your hand, using your mind's eye. Notice if you're gritting your teeth at all, if there's any connection there. You can soften through the jaw. Let's do one more full cycle wherever you are in this, ending as we exhale through the right. If you're using your hand, you can release that down and just take a moment to observe. And then let's take a moment to set an intention for our practice and for our day. Really making that conscious effort, since we do set intentions so often. So try and come back to it. Sometimes it just becomes part of the practice and we let it go. And see if you can maybe take a pause during the day. You might think of something that you do during your day as part of your ritual, a certain cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a walk. Just stopping to come back to that intention. What would you like to cultivate? A word, a phrase, an energy? And then perhaps sending out a dedication to someone or something. Visualizing that being, your mind's eye. And breathing into that. Beautiful. And then from here, let's bring some movement to our body, whatever that looks like. Your hands, your wrists, your fingers, your neck. Nice. And then as you're ready, you can, if you're not already on your backs, we can work our way onto our backs. Taking your time. So once we get there, let's lift up the hips, lengthen through the tailbone, and then release the back so the lower back is nice and flush. And then we're going to send all our limbs up to the sky, rolling through our ankles, our wrists, wiggling toes, fingers, letting the shoulders get heavy so we don't have to pull them up by our ears, feeling the shoulder blades connected to the ground. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to cross the right leg over the left. And then you decide if you want to bring your foot down, so you would be on your left foot. Or you might keep your legs in towards your chest, depending on how this feels in your body. And then with our arms still up at the sky here, bringing the left arm in front of the right and giving yourself a hug. So really getting into the lymphatic system, giving yourself a squeeze, the inner thigh, squeeze through the armpits. So good for our immune system. And then let's open it all up, all the limbs come up to the sky. And then we'll just switch. So left leg in front, right arm in front, and really giving yourself a hug here. Beautiful. Let's release that. You can bring the feet to the ground, knees are bent. And then let's just let the knees sway side to side, bringing some movement to the hips. Come back to center. Let's draw the knees in. We'll just do a little bit of the isometric work. So pressing your hands against your thighs against your hands, and your shoulders to the ground. As we turn on the core, breathing through it, keeping the low back as flush as you can with the ground. Beautiful, softening and releasing that. You might draw the knees in, let everything land. And then with the knees above the hips again, hands on the outside of your knees. We're gonna press the knees into your hands into your knees. You'll feel the insides of your arms, the upper chest turn on. Still noticing the lower back as flush with the ground as possible, so we're not arching or tweaking anything. And then softening and releasing that again. You might wiggle through your shoulders, draw the knees in, anything to release. And then once again, stacking the knees over the hips, bringing the outsides of your hands, the backs of your hands, to the inside of your knees. And same idea. So we're going to press the knees into our hands, and we're feeling like we're trying to spread the knees. So now we're turning on the outside of the arms, the shoulders, the neck, upper rib cage, intercostals. Beautiful. And then soften, release that. You can shake anything out, move anything in any way you like. Let's rock it side to side. Maybe hands are on the knees. And we can bring the feet down if you have a strap nearby. Maybe just looping it around the right foot, sending that right foot up to the sky. And notice if you'd like your left knee bent, or if you'd like to extend it long. Notice what feels best in your back. Check in with your shoulders, that they're not curling in. They're opening up, the chest is open. Check in with your jaw. Let's draw the left leg up to meet the right. Opening the shoulders again. Full breath in, and then on the exhale, we'll lower that left leg nice and slowly. Inhale back up to the sky. Exhale, release it down. And then inhale, draw it back up. Beautiful. Let's bring that left foot down, bent or long either side, as we just bend and lengthen through the right leg, getting into the right knee. And we could do some crossbody movements with or without the straps. So sending your right leg across your body towards the left, lengthening it out, bending it back in towards your body, and then opening it out to the right side. Again, you can hold your foot, you can hold your knee, you can hold the strap. Just a few times, getting movement into the hip, knee, ankle. Beautiful. Then we can come back to center, and we'll just switch sides. So looping the strap around the left foot, sending the left foot up to the sky. Right leg is long or bent. whatever supports your lower back here. Releasing the shoulders, opening the chest, and breathing into your hamstrings. Nice. And then we can bring the right foot up to meet the left. You might adjust your spine so you're nice and flush. Taking a nice full breath in. On the exhale, slowly lowering the right leg down. Keeping those shoulders nice and wide, navel to the spine. Inhale, we lift the right leg back up. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, back up. Beautiful. We can bring that right foot down. Let's bend and lengthen through the left knee, left leg. And then we can do our side to side movement, drawing the knee in towards the chest, cross body, either holding the strap, holding your foot, holding your shin, bending back in and extending it out to the left. Just going back and forth here. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Just place the strap anywhere aside. We'll bend into the knees here, coming into a bridge pose. So you feel free to take a block between the thighs if you'd like, or you can always place your feet on blocks if that feels interesting to you. As we press into our feet, lifting up the hips, squeezing into the glutes, really feeling into that opening. I always love on the first bridge to kind of marinate in it for a moment. Noticing the open posture of your body here. And then slowly releasing down. Now you can come all the way down or just at the point of hovering, sending the hips back up to the sky. If you're not using a block, almost pretend you are. And then as the hips start to come down, maybe reaching the arms back. And so just find your flow here. And then the option for the next time the hips are lifted, you might stay there, walking the shoulder blades towards each other, maybe interlacing your fingers or holding a strap, feeling as if you're drawing the inner thighs towards each other. You might come up on the toes, nice full breath in. And then exhale, slowly release. Come down one vertebrae at a time. Nice. And with the feet on the ground, let's keep actually the left foot on the ground, lifting the right foot. So it's just an open, bent knee. And then perhaps pressing into that left foot, lifting the hips a bit. And then on the exhale, lowering down. Maybe two more of these. Feel free to opt out. Open the shoulders. And release it down. Right foot comes down. Left leg lifts up. And then pressing into the right foot, lifting the hips. They might just engage. They might come up an inch. And then lowering down. Perhaps two more. Always remembering this is your practice. Releasing down. Let's draw the knees in again, nice and wide, and just rock it side to side. And then with both hands on each knee, let's make big giant circles, sending the knees far apart, and then reversing that. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll find our way up. You're welcome to rock your way up or roll to your side and press your way up. And then right as we get there, we'll come into our figure four or pigeon here. So we can take as we do on our backs. And if you're more comfortable on your back, you can just lay right back down, bringing your right ankle to your left thigh. Hands can come behind you to support you, and you decide the volume here. So maybe you draw your left foot in deeply, maybe you keep it out at a good distance. So find what feels right for you. You might let your legs just rock a little bit if that's interesting, side to side. Beautiful. Switch sides. So bring the right foot down, left ankle to the right thigh. Again, you decide where you want your right foot to be, how close in towards your pelvis, towards your hips. Opening the chest. Release that. Roll the shoulders back and down. Find our way into some sort of a boat pose. So you might stay right here, lengthening through the spine, maybe bringing your hands beneath your knees. The feet can stay on the ground or the feet can lift. Again, opening the chest, maybe the hands come out to the side. And then option, you can bring the left hand underneath that left knee, lengthening the right leg and opening the right arm. I think we did this yesterday. And then we'll draw the right knee back in, right hand comes under the right knee, lengthen the left leg, and left arm reaches back, and maybe the gaze follows a bit. We're sitting on the back of the sit bones here, playing with balance, playing with strength, side to side. Notice where your shoulders are, feel an opening through the neck. One more on each side. Or you may have opted out, which is just as nice. Come back to center here. Let's bring the feet down and lift through the spine. Really bringing the shoulders back and down here. Beautiful. And then right from here, you can either come into a toe stretch. So coming into hands and knees and bringing your, tucking your toes. So when I say either, you can stay right here, or if you'd like to come up on the toes, feel free to do that. So you can stay in more of that tabletop and just pressing back, which you can get a very good stretch. Or maybe coming up on it. And notice where you might feel some drama happening. And see if you can notice your breath. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back down if you're not already there, and untouching the toes. You can pat them out. You Sit back on them if that feels comfortable with the knees, but it might not feel comfortable in everybody's knees. Sometimes I like to come all the way back and lift my knees, but again, that is not for everybody. Yes. And then let's find a comfortable seat. So you might be up on blocks or a cushion or blanket. Let's bring some movement to the shoulders, just rolling into the shoulders. And then reversing. Nice. And sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhaling the left hand down, right arm reaches over. And as it does, let's really ground that right sit bone. Inhale back up. Exhale, cactus, heart lifts. As we press the hands back up to the sky. And then the right hand comes down, left arm reaches over, grounding the left sit bone. Beautiful. Let's come back up to center. On the exhale, hands behind the back, maybe take a strap or interlace the fingers. Heart lifts. Beautiful. You can release that and just give yourself a shake, a roll. And then turning your head towards the left, so turning your chin towards your left shoulder, giving your right shoulder lots of space here, really drawing it down. I'm going to turn to the other side. Again, finding space here. And this is actually an exercise with the vagus nerve, as well as getting a nice stretch through the neck. Let's turn back towards the left side. And then back to the right. Beautiful. We'll come back towards center, bringing any movement in your neck, your shoulders that feels good to you. And then from here, to extend, we'll go into a half butterfly. So I'm sitting up high. I'm going to come down a little bit, maybe sit on a blanket. Extending the left leg out long, tuck the right foot in, or keep it open wherever it feels best for you. And bringing the left arm either open on your left leg or in front, whichever feels right. Right hand could be at your hip, or you could sweep it up and over. What I like to do is I take my elbow actually and kind of press it against my left knee to help open me up more so I'm not crunching down. Beautiful. On the next inhale, we can lift on up, bringing the right hand behind, left arm just right across the horizon, and then perhaps lifting the hips. Bringing any movement to your left arm, shoulder. You might open up towards the sky. You turn down towards the ground. Just make this your own. And then release and down. Beautiful. As you come down, your hands can come to the ground or a block. It doesn't feel good in your lower back. And you can stay right here or walk the hands forward. Finding your edge, just softening into that. Take about 2 breaths. Gently walking yourself back up if you're folded. And then we'll just switch sides. Extending the right leg and then the left. And then again, opening up. You can either rest your right arm on your leg, on the inside of your leg, opening that left shoulder. Hand can be at the hip, up and over. Getting a big side body stretch here. Waiting the next inhale to bring you up. Left hand can come behind, right arm across the horizon, and perhaps we send the hips up. Bringing any movement to your right arm, your right shoulder. Beautiful. Come on down. And once again, hands can come to the block or the ground. You can lengthen your spine, either staying here or taking a fold. And your body soften. And then walking back up. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet out in front, knees are bent, and we'll do some windshield wipers. Nice. Let's find our way right into a tabletop. You can stack the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. So we come into cat-cow, opening through the heart, belly drops. Exhale, rounding the spine. Finding your pace, your movement. And we'll find that neutral spine here. We're going to do more of a side-to-side movement. So maybe bringing your feet off to the right and looking over your right shoulder. Bringing your feet to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Do that a few times. And then coming back to center. From here, let's extend the right leg. We'll keep the toes tucked and press through the right heel. As we do, sliding the shoulders down and away from the ears. You might pulse here. Beautiful. Then we can let the right leg float, gathering it through the belly. And then drawing your right knee towards your right elbow. And then on the exhale, pressing it back, crossing over the left foot, touching down, tucking the toes, and looking off to your left. Let's do that 2 more times. Right knee to right elbow. Exhale, press back, perhaps looking back as well. And 1 more time. Beautiful. And we can bring the right knee back in, extending the left leg, tucking the toes. Again, pressing through that left heel. Shoulders slide down. You can invite the left leg to float, gathering in through the belly, feeling the strength through the upper body, upper chest. And then left knee towards the left elbow, and then pressing that foot back, crossing over the right, touching the toes down and looking over your right shoulder. Doing that 2 more times. Beautiful. And then we'll come back to our tabletop as we tuck the toes and send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. And pedal it out here. Bending one knee, bending the other. Really finding length from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. The knees can be bent. And then perhaps coming up on your toes. I remember, Sherry, you saying you like this. And then letting the heels just fall off to the right, opening the left side body. Bring that back to center and let the heels come off to the left. You might even look under your right arm. And if you want to do this one more time, you can, or you can stop. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's float the body forward and find our plank pose. Shoulders slide down the back. As we widen through the hands, feel as if you're pulling them apart. You're always welcome to lower the knees. Take a full breath in here. On the out breath, let's send the hips back up to the sky, downward facing dog. Full breath in. And then on the out breath, we'll walk our feet towards our hands, finding a forward fold here, or of course, you're welcome to rest your arms on your thighs. You may come into ragdoll, holding opposite elbows, shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. And then the invitation to bring your hands just loosely and gently to the back of your head, your skull, your neck. Just getting a little bit of traction here for your neck. Releasing the hands to the ground. Let's find a halfway lift here. Shoulders slide down. Getting a nice flat back. Drawing the line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And then we can soften back down as we press the earth away and we root to rise. Find a nice tall mountain reaching up. Palms touch and let's draw it right into the heart space. Just take a moment to reorganize. Beautiful. Take a half salutation. Inhale, we lift, we rise. And then exhale, we can fold. We'll find that halfway lift, shoulders slide back. Feeling it's your hamstrings here. And then exhale, soften back down. Take a little twist here. You can use a block if you'd like under your hands. Bringing the right arm up to the sky as we bend into the left knee. You can also bring your hand to your hip if that feels better. And then exhale down. Inhaling the left hand up to the sky, bending into the right knee. And exhale down. Then we'll take a halfway lift, sliding the shoulders back. As we release it down. And we'll root to rise, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Beautiful. And then from here, let's bring ourselves into a one-legged Tadasana. So you're always welcome to keep your big toe on the floor, or we inhale the right knee up, soften through the left knee as we're going to be stepping back. So finding your drishti, somewhere to bring your focus, lifting up here so we're not sagging into the left hip. Beautiful. And then we can bend into the left knee, and as gracefully as we can, we'll step back into our high lunge. So finding that width that feels good for you, and really sinking back towards the right heel. Engaging in the right glute. So you'll feel that opening, a stretch in the right hip flexor. Hands can stay down, or you can lift them up to the sky. Beautiful. You might take hold here, a little play on balance, maybe taking hold of your right wrist and maybe leaning a bit off to your left. Nice. We'll come back to center. And then right from here, we're going to find our way into Warrior Two. So dropping that right heel and opening it up. Shoulders are soft, body's strong. Feeling the knife edge of your right foot. And let's lengthen through the left leg. And we're going to reach the left arm up. So our reverse triangle. And if you want to add on to this, maybe taking your right hand, taking hold of the wrist. But if you do that, I like to look back. If I look forward, I find my head comes forward, my neck goes forward. If I look back, the chest stays open. Beautiful. Releasing the hands if you have that bind. And then we'll find our way into triangle pose. So left hand comes down. It's not about how far down we can go here, because it's really about using the muscles and keeping yourself strong, reaching the right arm up to the sky. So opening your body out to the side. And you should feel the core engaged here. We're not collapsing over the side. Beautiful. We can press into the earth as we come on up. Let's sink back into our Warrior Two. Sweep the arms up, lengthen that left leg. We're going to find our way into our horse leg. So we'll go wide on our mat. Toes are out, heels are in, and let's bring it down. Arms are out to the side. Feel as if you're trying to pinch the shoulder blades together. And then we'll press back up. Exhale, draw it down. We'll press back up. Let's take that one more time. Maybe settle here for a moment. To our goddess pose. You can release the hands down to your thighs, your knees, drawing opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Come back to center. Let's find our star pose. Press it up, looking back towards the front of our mat, and we'll step it forward. Beautiful. Taking any movement, any shaking that feels good, or you might enjoy the stillness. Nice. So we'll do the other side now. So inhaling the left knee up, finding your drishti, soften through the right knee. And then as slowly as you can, we're going to step that left foot back, finding some good width here. Engaging in the left glute. You might do a little bit of a tuck in the pelvis, and then you'll probably feel that stretch in the front of the left hip flexor, and perhaps pressing the hands up towards the sky. If you wanted to add on, maybe taking hold of the left wrist and reaching a bit towards your right. Play on balance and a big stretch through the whole left side. Come back up to center, releasing the hands. Beautiful. Let's bring that left heel down, open it up, Warrior Two. Soft shoulders, feeling the knife edge of your left foot. Checking in with your right knee as well, that it's not collapsing in. Just opening it up. And then once again, lengthening through the right leg, we'll find our reverse triangle, maybe staying right here, maybe taking hold of your right wrist with your left hand. And again, I like to look back when I do that, but do what feels comfortable. Releasing the hands and finding our way into triangle pose. The right hand can be on a block, on your knee, on your shin. Feel the core engaged, the chest engaged. Beautiful. Let's press our way back up. Finding our warrior two. So bending into your right knee. And then from here, we can cartwheel the hands down, or you can step forward from standing. You decide what feels right. So lifting that left heel, and we'll take it to the top of the mat, coming into a fold. Find a halfway lift here, shoulders roll back. And then exhale, release it down. Let's step the left foot back. So coming into a low lunge. You can drop that right knee. Press the right hand up to the sky. Maybe bring some movement here to your right shoulder, your right arm. Giant circles. You might draw the elbow back. Beautiful. Bring the hand down. Maybe come on up to that right knee. Sweep the arms up to the sky. And once again, option to take that stretch where you're taking hold of the left wrist. You might feel a little bit more secure here and reaching over towards your right. Big stretch through the right side. Beautiful. Let's come back to center and send the hips back. Hands can come to the ground or blocks. Lifting the right toes, right leg comes long. And then you can walk forward into the low lunge, heart lifts. Beautiful. Let's send the right knee back to meet the left. Either come into a plank with your knees down or knees up. Take a full breath in, pulling the hands apart. Exhale, lower down. So we inhale to cobra. And then exhale, release. We'll take one more cobra here. Then on the exhale, we'll bring it to tabletop. We're just going to get here in a different way. We'll step the left foot forward. So we're in the low lunge on the other side. Feel free to use blocks. Press the right hand down, reaching the left arm up to the sky. We can circle here a few times. Right. Draw that elbow back. And then bring it down. Coming up onto your left knee. And perhaps sweeping the arms up. Shoulders soft away from the ears. And you might take hold of the right wrist and just bend a bit off to your left. Beautiful. Releasing that. And then we'll send the hips back, lengthening into the left leg and softening through the left hamstrings. Beautiful. You can walk yourself back forward, little lunge. And let's send the left knee back to meet the right. We're going to walk the hands forward a little bit further away from our shoulders and just make some giant circles here. You take some full deep breaths, releasing something, reversing your movement. Beautiful. We can, from here, make our way onto our backs. Just adjust the screen. Once we get there, let's take a hug here, drawing the knees into the chest. And you might even lift the head. Nice. You can bring the arms out to the sides like a T. The knees are still in at the chest. The shoulders settle, the arms be heavy. We're going to rock a little bit, maybe bringing the knees halfway to the left. And then we'll draw them halfway to the right. Do that one more time. And then eventually, next time they come to the left, you might let them come down, maybe on a block, a blanket, or maybe they just stack on top of each other. Finding a therapeutic twist. You can have a block between the thighs. Softening your right shoulder to the ground. And if you find your right shoulder is up, is popped up, just put more support, add more beneath the knees, between the knees. Take one more breath here as we draw the legs back to center. And then let them fall to the right. And you might find, I know for myself, this is the side where my shoulder does come up, and yet it doesn't on the other. So a block could be helpful. Draw the knees back to center, bring the feet on the ground. And then if you'd like to take any prop you have nearby, a blanket, a block, a bolster, bringing it beneath the sacrum. Letting the shoulders completely melt to the ground and feel as open as you can here through the chest. You might tuck the blades in a bit. Visioning the hips just kind of pouring over whatever it is that you're on. You're welcome to stay right here or send the feet to the sky. as your feet are up at the sky, check in with your belly. See if anything's tightened, if there's any holding here. Notice if you can soften a little bit. You're always free to take any movement, any stretching, or maybe hang out in this restorative space. Taking a moment right now to come back to your intention. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, you can bring the feet down towards the ground if they're up at the sky. Releasing anything beneath you, unless of course you want to keep it there. And then we can do some windshield wipers, so widening the feet, letting the knees just sway side to side. You might turn your head in the opposite direction. And then check in. Is there any shape, stretch, movement you'd like to take before we settle into Shavasana? We're just settling into your Shavasana this morning. Find what would serve you. You might cover your body. Bringing pillows beneath you in any way. Letting the back of your head feel completely supported. Like it's just melting into whatever is beneath it. Letting the forehead feel spacious and wide. Muscles around the eyes just soften. As if your eyes are just dropping into their sockets. Softening the jaw, neck, shoulders. And just be. Begin to deepen the breath. Inviting any movement to your body. Gentle movement in your fingers, your toes. Stretching that feels good. And if it serves you to roll to your left or right side, just taking a moment there, just checking in. Just seeing right now how you're feeling. Your body, your heart, your mind. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space. Offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. So thank you.
Thanks, Cynthia.
Well, thank you. Hope you have a really nice day. Hey, Ellen.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Cynthia.
Yogini.
Have a great day, everybody.
Take
You
care.
soon.
Be well.
Bye
Stay
bye,
warm.
everyone.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Yogini.
There you are. You're here.
Yeah, I showed
How
up.
are you? How are you?
I'm well.
Yeah?
Yeah, today is really pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of my own, well,